How many times have you done this to yourself in a tournament or a money match and just thought to yourself inside, you just get so mad, like this could have been so much easier, and you put yourself on top of the 9 or top of the 10 or lay funny on this final ball, like get on top of it like I just showed you, or you get under it and on the rail. These two shots come up all the time. Now you might be thinking to yourself, like, why wouldn't you practice or have me do a drill that helps me get position on this final ball? Well, the reason is because no matter how good you play, I mean, look, this is Josh Filler, arguably one of the best players in the world. And look at how many times he does this to himself in one match. So how many times do you do this to yourself in a match or a tournament? And this shot just comes up. No matter how much you practice, how good you play, these shots just come up a million times. And another reason why these shots come up so often is because of brand new cloth and a good rack. And then on top of that, if you're using the rack condoms, the balls break so consistent, the 9 ball always just stays right in the dead center. So these shots nowadays come up even more than ever. Even right here, I mean, look, this one, he gets in a real funny spot here, and this is something I want you guys to do. This is a top tip. He takes his time, goes over, resets his mind, gets over what he just did to himself, then he walks over. Now watch this. This is super important, super crucial. He gets a little visual reference, looks through the ball, through the contact point, into the back of the pocket to give himself that mental reference. Jeremy Jones talks about it in detail, actually, when he commentates a lot. You know where you're going to hit that ball. He's hit a million of these. Josh Filler knows where to hit the contact point. But you need to give your mind that reference, and it just helps so much. If you get in the habit of doing that when a shot lays tough, to just give yourself a reference, sometimes even go look from the pocket through the ball. Just give yourself as many mental reference to your subconscious as you can. It helps tremendously. But anyway, that's enough of showing you what Filler did. These are all from one match. So that's just the point I wanted to prove to start this video of how often this comes up, even for the best players in the world. So if you practice this, this will win you more games of rotation, specifically 9 ball and 10 ball. With the heat on the line right here, look where he left himself on this 9 ball. That was for the cheese right there. So anyway, so this is the drill I want you to do, guys. Just put all 15 balls up and, you know, shoot these over and over and over again from different positions on the table. And it doesn't matter if you miss, just keep going. This isn't a drill where you need to make so many in a row or anything like that. In fact, what I would do, this would be my last. Like if I was leaving for a tournament, let's say it was Wednesday to go to a pro event, or if it was like a Friday to go to like a weekend, Tiger Tour event or something like this, this would be the last drill I would do before I would get in the car and leave, or if I was practicing on a Thursday night, this is the last drill I would do before I left to go to a tournament. I would put some where you're above the ball, where you have to spin the ball with like low outside and spin cut the object ball. I would put some where you had to lay it just like that, where the cue ball's under the object ball and you have to roll it in with high center, froze ball, slightly off the rail. And then you want to give yourself some where you're on top of the object ball like I showed you, and you have to roll it in from on top of the ball with like a slightly above center hit and roll it in that way. And then you'll see later in this where I give myself a shot where I have to actually stretch the whole way and use an extension to shoot a shot. And then, another one where I didn't use the extension, but I had to kind of shoot cross body, where you have to lean up and roll one in across your body, stretch and roll far. And I would shoot roughly, if I was in a hurry, didn't have time, I'd shoot at least 50 or 60 of these. But some nights I would shoot 100, 150 of these, honestly. I mean, it sounds redundant and it sounds dumb, but when you get to the tournament and you know that you've hit so many of these already before you left the house, it makes such a tremendous difference. I mean, how many times have you gotten funny on a 9 ball or a 10 ball? Like here, crossbody. This comes up all the time. I mean, all the time. How many times you see even in tournaments where guys get like that on the final ball? So this is just something I want you guys to try. And just before you go to a tournament, shoot 100 of these before you leave. And then let me know in the comments below if you felt like by practicing these, if you missed less balls and gave up less games because you were practicing this shot. It, like I said, sounds redundant, sounds like these are not that hard a shot, but I'm telling you, super important. super important to feel comfortable over these crucial shots when there's big money on the line, or like you win your first tournament or something like that. It is crucial to be super comfortable over top of these shots. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe so you can find your way back for more content. If we get to enough subscribers, guys, I'm giving away cues and doing some live streams. So anyway, thanks a lot. Catch you on the next one.